Some days in Sydney just pour down, and this was one of them. A huge low-pressure system off the coast presented some challenges for the first round of the New South Wales Formula Race Car Championship. The team was thankful for a new set of wets on hand from last season, and practice was delayed while competitors waited for the rain to ease.
We went into practice, P1, wet conditions, drizzle. Wasn't torrential quite when we went out. We had brand new wet tyres, which were lucky, but the challenge is to scrub those tyres in on a very wet track. So the first 2 laps are very skatey, very understeer, very oversteer. Hard to find a middle ground. Probably done about 5 laps before the tyres started to show some signs of starting to grip. And by the lap times we were up the top anyway, but even though it felt extremely slow compared to what we're used to, the car had a lot of grip, and I just had to focus on keeping it straight without spinning, and yeah, it was quite enjoyable, and it went really well.
And what was the visibility like out there?
Once you get moving, the rain comes off your visor. It's not too bad. Once you do more than about 60 kilometres an hour, it starts to move, but the challenge is when you follow a car, it almost goes down to about 5% visibility. So you follow their rain light and look out left and right to see your braking markers and things like that to work out where you are, and when it gets really bad you just pull off their line so you can see where you're going, and hopefully get past them quick and get on with the job.
Nathan returned to the garage in one piece, and the car was safe and sound as well. Race 1 saw skies easing a little. The track was still wet, and the team took both slicks and wets to the dummy grid in preparation. But it was a radio battery which required attention, with head mechanic Jason quickly on hand with a replacement.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, yep.
We've got your man clear.
Start of race 1 saw Nathan overtaken by a handy Adam Proctor in his stall. But Nathan nabbed the lead back by the first turn and stayed out front to bring the car home for a first place in another textbook drive. Day 3 of the race weekend dawned under much brighter skies and far more pleasant conditions. Race 2 saw Adam Proctor once again in his stall take the jump on Nathan, but Nathan reined him back in and went through the outside in turn 2 to take the lead back and lead all the way home again for his second straight victory. Race 3 is where it really got interesting, as Nathan missed the start and was relegated back to 7th place.
I made a slight mistake on the start and stalled the car. I haven't quite worked out how, but yeah, managed to just let the clutch out a little bit too quick, and it just coughed and spluttered, and stalled and quickly fired it up, and before we knew it we were 7th into turn 1. Lucky no one found the rear of my car on the grid, but made for an exciting race, that's for sure.
Let's sit back and watch his race.
got through the most of the pack fairly quickly. We got one car per lap up to about lap 5, and then the last 2 cars were a bit of a challenge. The very last car, the tune car, was probably 5 seconds down the road, so I just put my head down to chase him down, and yeah, eventually got past him. We've done some good clean racing, it was good.
The winner of the last sprint, also winner of the race, and taking maximum points, Nathan Gotch.
I'd like to thank the officials. Without them we couldn't do it, and the car club, and they're great competitors, and it wasn't your weekend, Garnet, but we look forward to next weekend, next time, and it's going to be awfully close. Thanks.
Thanks for that, Nathan. Congratulations, fellas.
And how was the weekend for you overall?
Challenging at the start. Friday we tested on a different track. We used the extended circuit, and then due to the not having enough marshals, they had to go to the GP circuit on the race weekend. So that was okay. It just stuffed our practice up on Friday a little bit, but that was okay. And then we went straight into practice on Saturday in the rain, which is my first time racing an open wheeler in the rain, so that was another element to overcome, and it went really well.
Okay, well done this weekend. When are you racing again?
The second round's back at Sydney Motorsport Park, and yeah, can't wait to get back there.